Well, I would be more concerned about Bayern Munich if I didn't see evidence in front of me that this is a team that has their mindset in the correct place. See, today would have been a very easy game to just kind of take lightly. One of those games in which you may feel it's a trap game where you have played Dortmund in the midweek, you come off getting that big win and know what that means in the league, and then you're playing lowly Fortuna Dusseldorf, and then next week you're playing Bayern Leverkusen, who would be sort of the next big challenge in front of you. And instead, what we saw is a Bayern Munich team that right now, when you put any team in front of them, they don't care. They're a machine right now. And so it's going to be difficult to carry that momentum onto Champions League. But I think mentally, this team is where they need to be. And I think Hansi Flick is going to do a job, or his most difficult job is going to be maintaining that level of focus, that level of intensity and urgency as you go into Champions League. But this is not new for Bayern Munich and for a lot of these players. These are some of the criticisms that you had of Bayern Munich even in the days going back to Pep Guardiola, where they had wrapped up the league and now you have to go into Champions League and you were not quite able to sort of flip the switch on and off. So if there is something to sort of hang on to, if you're Bayern Munich, we've been here before. We sort of know what this feels like. Have we learned from those experiences in the past, and can we move forward? I think the mindset right now for Bayern Munich is correct.
Meanwhile, no Coutinho once again today. He's been linked to a number of clubs over the last few weeks, including the likes of Newcastle. The latest one, Julien, is Arsenal.
No chance. It's impossible. I know where it comes from. It comes from France, a newspaper with no credibility whatsoever. I mean, we could talk about it, but there's no chance. It's not my one. And the only thing that could make people doubt slightly is that Coutinho's agent is obviously Kia Joorabchian, who is very, very good friends and very close to Edu, the Arsenal sporting director, but that's where he stops. Arsenal cannot afford either a transfer fee, his wages, not even a loan with a paying loan or anything like this. And there were already links last summer with Coutinho. Even if Mesut Ozil leaves, they're not going to replace him by Coutinho. So this one, I can guarantee you, will never happen.
Of course, not featuring today because of injury, because of the surgery that he had. But Ali, I'll tell you what, if I'm a big club, I would go nowhere near Coutinho.
I wouldn't either. The steep drop-off of Coutinho has been incredible. You mentioned that the trend for him was on an upward trajectory going towards Barcelona. And then it feels like he plateaued there, and not only plateaued, but then started taking some huge steps back, and to the point now to where he's nowhere to be found. And so for me, Coutinho and the expectations and the money and the salary and all of those things just kind of came together, and it was too much for him. Some people can handle it, some players can handle it, some people can't. And Coutinho has proven to be a guy that was not able to handle it. Not the moment with Barcelona, not the transition to Bayern Munich, not playing at Bayern Munich. There is nothing real positive to hang on to if you're Coutinho and say, yeah, this is where my career is going. And I'm guessing that right now, as he recovers from injury, he's probably thinking, where is my career going? Where am I going as a player? Where is it that I'm going to be able to find my footing once again and be the player that I thought I was going to be? And right now, none of those top-tier clubs would be lining up for Coutinho. He is going to end up settling into sort of mid-table club somewhere that is going to take a chance on a player. But in order to do that, you're going to have to take a pay cut because nobody else is picking up that salary.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.